You're Kamala Khan. You want to save the world?
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things you missed in Ms. Marvel Episode 1.
Remember, new episodes drop every Wednesday. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe at Slap Baby Productions.
For this list, we're looking at the best MCU callbacks, Easter eggs, and exciting hints of what's to come in the premiere of this fangirl series. Since we'll be talking about every detail, it's time to give a spoiler warning. Which of these Ms. Marvel moments surprised you the most? And should we tell Ms. Marvel that her theory about Thor being a gamer is true? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. A pair of Hawkeye references hit a bullseye. During Kamala's opening animated montage, we get to see what Hawkeye would look like if he had his comic-accurate blonde hair.
This week we're focusing on the Battle of Earth. Now we all know the story.
But this cute Easter egg isn't the biggest reference to the Archer. If you look closely during the closing credits, you'll spot a Trust a Bro moving truck. This company was notably revealed to employ a lot of members of the Tracksuit Mafia throughout the Hawkeye series.
I'm in position. If the Bishop woman escapes, be ready.
We're on the route. Thomas says east exits I have west.
Since they're based in New York, it makes complete sense that they would do business in Kamala's Jersey City neighborhood. Time will tell if she will have to fight them as much as Kate Bishop did on Hawkeye.
Oh, that's so great! So what's with the gun?
I'm sorry, but
Thank you!
Number 9. Doctor Strange Marvel was nearly real. A hilarious and creative sequence sees Kamala and Bruno daydreaming about different Captain Marvel costume variants.
How about a mashup? Like Captain Panther or Iron Marvel?
Ooh, Doctor Strange Marvel. I could be like, I could wear a cape.
While a zombie Carol Danvers is definitely out there, the coolest version of the heroine we came close to getting was more magical. In the comics, Captain Marvel gets a terrible vision of a future where a magical enemy attacked and slayed her friends. She's blamed for failing them as well.
You could have saved us.
So Captain Marvel tries to prepare herself for this dark event by learning magic from Doctor Strange. However, he decides not to guide her in the mystic arts. Although we likely won't see Captain Marvel opening magic portals in the MCU, at least she can fall back on her own powerful abilities.
I've learned a lot about Captain Marvel, and I know at least 3 things to be true. 1. She blasted through Thanos' fleet like a flaming angel.
Number 8. Fans finally want a picture with Ant-Man. Throughout Ms. Marvel's premiere, the bug-themed hero gets a ton of shout-outs.
Now who was this glorious, well-coiffed hero? Due to my extensive research and my diligent studying of Scott Lang's podcast interviews, who by the way seems like a pretty cool guy.
Outside of his podcast, numerous people cosplay as him or his ants. Ant-Man even has a statue dedicated to the time he went big during his sequel film. One of the funniest references to Lang comes when Kamala and Bruno take a picture by his giant monument. While they're happy to take photos with the hero now, Ant-Man had a lot less luck in Endgame.
you want to grab one with me? I'm Ant-Man. They're Hulk fans.
Wait,
they don't know
no,
Ant-Man.
oh, he feels
Nobody does.
bad.
Nobody does.
No.
Seeing people go from barely recognizing Lang enough to want a selfie to absolutely loving him is a big glow-up. It's safe to say that his star has definitely risen since he teamed up with the Avengers to restore the world.
Guys, I think it worked.
Number 7. Nods to vintage Avenger costumes. While Bruno is definitely one of the brightest minds on the show, he was still majorly wrong about Zoe's Captain Marvel costume.
Is that Zoe?
Why is she here?
The costume's not even accurate.
Her outfit is a pretty accurate representation of an older set of superhero threads that the heroine used to wear. Although the redesign in comics and films has stepped away from the swimsuit aspect of the costume, the sash has been brought back. The show cleverly hints that Kamala will incorporate one into her outfit while she's looking in the mirror.
Just a second.
Kamala?
Outside of the variant Captain Marvel threads, the show references vintage costumes like the Captain America dancer outfits, an older Wasp costume design, and more. There's so many classic outfits packed into the scene that we could spend hours highlighting them all.
I can do this all day.
Yeah, I know.
Number 6. America's funniest asset gets a shout-out. One of Endgame's funniest jokes centered around Scott Lang complimenting a certain part of Steve's body.
Mr. Rogers, I almost forgot that suit did nothing for your ass. No one asked you to look, Tony.
It's ridiculous.
I think you look great, Cap. As far as I'm concerned, that's America's ass.
Although Tony was initially the only one around to hear this comment, it seems like Ant-Man might have told everybody about this observation on his famous podcast. This Easter egg appears right after the show sneaks in a reference to Captain America's old theme song. Anyone who pauses the episode around 20 seconds later from this musical moment will be treated to a hilarious cartoon poster that references Scott's feelings about his teammates' assets. While there was tons of great Cap merchandise for sale at AvengerCon, there's no question as to what the funniest product was. Number 5. Kamala recreates her first save.
And let's be honest, it's not really the brown girls from Jersey City who saved the world.
Sure they do.
Although the show may have changed how Kamala's powers work, the creatives still followed the comics closely in other ways. She originally got her abilities in the comics after she's changed by a special mist while sneaking out to go to a party. After her classmate Zoe falls into the water, Kamala instinctively enlarges her hand and saves the day. While the show has the soon-to-be Ms. Marvel sneak out to a con instead, she still saves Zoe from a fall by projecting a giant hand. The show also tosses in a bonus homage to the comics by highlighting real Marvel artists and writers on Kamala's school sign. It'll be fun to see what other comic Easter eggs emerge as she hones her powers.
Did that come out your foot? Are you okay?
Number 4. AvengerCon went up at a historic location.
This is the first one ever, right? And then future historians, they're going to start writing about this year of AvengerCon. And where does it start? Here.
The organizers of the first AvengerCon couldn't have picked a better place to hold the fan event. According to a big banner, they were able to rent out Camp Lehigh in New Jersey. This site is where Steve Rogers started basic training before he got the super soldier serum. Around 7 decades later, Black Widow and Captain America learned that Hydra was still alive and scheming after they journeyed to Camp Lehigh.
This is it.
The file came from these coordinates.
So did I.
Heroes were also able to pick up Infinity Stones at this site in both the What If Zombie episode and Avengers Endgame. It's sad to think of the Avengers that will never get to return to Camp Lehigh. However, Kamala is living proof that new heroes can still be born at this historic site. Number 3. A gag hints that 1 or 2 green heroes may appear. When Kamala's dad dresses up as Hulk and suggests that she be a smaller version of the green hero, she rejects the idea.
There's no big Hulk, little Hulk. It's just not.
They're all heroes.
This is mine and Bruno's thing.
Although we haven't seen a little Hulk in the MCU yet, this may be foreshadowing for 2 heroes. There are stories where a genius named Amadeus Cho becomes the green guy's successor after gaining similar powers. His mother Helen may have been introduced back in Age of Ultron.
And Helen, I expect to see you at the party on Saturday.
Unlike you, I don't have a lot of time for parties. Will Thor be there?
Outside of Amadeus, a Kree/Skrull boy nicknamed Teddy saved lives while being called Hulkling. He's coincidentally the son of a male Captain Marvel. If either green hero shows up in the future, they could easily team up with Kamala and other Generation Y heroes to finally form a live-action Young Avengers squad.
Spider-Man, meet Amadeus Cho. He's in the Avengers intern program too.
I'm sure you've heard of me. 7th smartest person in the world?
Number 2. Timely references to an early Ms. Marvel supervillain. Ms. Marvel's first major superhero mission put her face-to-face with an antagonist known as the Inventor. According to his bizarre origin story, he was intended to be a perfect clone of Thomas Edison. But when a cockatiel interfered with the process, the inventor got a few bird-like features. A similar-looking bird appears for a split second during the show's introduction. And later on in the premiere, Kamala and Bruno sit in front of a sign for a company called Edison Electric.
I've never even seen them like that.
Like what? Like mad?
Hurt.
It's still unclear if the show will fully commit to bringing the devious and silly-looking inventor into live action. But if Moon Knight can bring on a talking hippo, there's no reason why a giant bird with Thomas Edison's brain can't appear too.
Oh gosh, this will really bake your noodle, but I think you were just taking a little time out.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Kamala will need to do some serious damage control. In a surprising post-credit scene, we learn that Kamala's powerful stunt at AvengerCon turned heads at the Department of Damage Control.
Check this out. A teenage girl at AvengerCon.
AvengerCon?
It seemed like the government agency was originally just created to clean up the mess that heroes leave behind. However, Spider-Man No Way Home showed at least one of the agents from the show is willing to put superpowered people in custody.
Department of Damage Control. We have a warrant for the arrest of Peter Parker.
You know the Fourth Amendment?
Sure.
Unreasonable search and seizure?
Get in here, guys. Let's go.
While Peter Parker was able to avoid the agency's grip with the help of a few allies, Kamala doesn't have as many powerful friends as he does. We just have to hope that she doesn't get on the Department of Damage Control's bad side when they catch up with her.
I've never seen powers like that. Whoa.
Yeah, bring her in.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.